What's up, everybody? My name is Jay Jackson, and welcome back to my channel. So, if you've been following me on my Instagram, J2 Country, I'm pretty sure you already know the new kayak I already have. But for everybody on YouTube who hasn't been following me, you know, about to show you a nice little treat. And this is a disclaimer right here. I am now a part of Old Town Pro staff team, but I will be telling you all the pros and cons like this about this kayak. I mean, granted, there's not a lot of cons, but let's go and get into it. All right, so this is the Old Town Sportsman Salty PDL 120. The Old Town Sportsman Salty PDL 120 is 12 feet long, 34.5 inches wide. The kayak hold weight is 85 pounds, and the PDL drive weight is 19 pounds. That's a total of 104 pounds. Now the total capacity of the kayak is 450 pounds, but the usable gear and person capacity is 346 pounds. The kayak features a lifetime warranty, so if anything goes wrong with the kayak, it's covered. And the PDL drive features a 5-year warranty, so anything that happens within those 5 years, that PDL drive is covered. Also, the PDL drive is low maintenance and saltwater ready. Alright, so we're gonna be going over this kayak from bow to stern. So without further ado, let's get it rolling. Alright, so for the bow right here, we have this drain plug. Pretty much like any other drain plug, it screws in, you know, lefty loosey, righty tighty. Screw it, and boom. So you have this nice little, I want to say it might be like a silicone ring right here, so you keep water out of it, and plus you're not gonna just straight pull it out. It has a nice little retainer down at the bottom, so say the boat ramp or you come back home and tip it all the way up to get all the water out, guess what, it's not gonna lose it. You're not gonna lose this drain plug. You have this nice grab handle up front, so I really like this. It is nice and sturdy. It's not really flexing at all. Actually, it's not flexing at all. Like, this thing is solid. Let me see. Yeah, it's solid. So it's not gonna be moving anywhere. And you got the nice Old Town logo right here. Now, my hand, I actually wear like an extra large glove. So, like, my hand is actually really good enough to actually fit in here comfortably and grab it. And this is how you can grab it right here, pretty much. Say if you have like a Rail Blaza C-Tug cart, you know, grab it and lift it right there. And my knuckles aren't really hitting it at all. Like, it's touching it, but it's not really like grinding on it on the inside right here. All right, so you have your bungee straps right here, and really you can actually like almost do it with one hand. Like, let me see. Yeah, you can. Boom. It's really that easy right there. And say you have, say, a fish bag with ice in it, you can actually store it up here, and you see it's a lot of stretch to this bungee. But you can always replace this bungee and say replace it with a longer bungee. Say if you have like a day pack or something that's a dry storage bag, you can like put it all the way up here. So, and you're not gonna lose this bungee clip because it has this nice little retainer right here. So no matter where you slide it at, guess what? It's not going nowhere. You're not gonna lose it. No worries about that. Boom. Okay. Coming back right here, you got the transducer scupper hole where you can be taking all your transducer wires coming up through here and mounting to your fish finder. Say your Humminbird Helix 7 or anything else that you want to outfit it with. You have your 5-year warranty PDL drive. Like, this thing comes ready for salt water, fresh water, everything. Let me show you how pretty much how smooth it is. Like, this is just me barely even like pushing it. So one thing I love about this, instant reverse, like immediately. So you're in deep water or you're in like mid water or whatnot, it pretty much like eliminates the need for an anchor, because you can always anchor your position right here. All right, and how you actually lock your PDL and drive, PDL in place per se. You know, you get your lock, unlock right here, supposed to twist the knob, so boom, right there, and boom, come back. You got 2 scupper holes right here, so any kind of drainage. You're watertight. I say like a dry storage box in the extra PDL drive. So all you do, take this little tab right here and you flip it and boom, pops open. It's actually spring loaded right here. So the springs pop straight open, so you don't have to constantly, like, you know, grab it up and push it up and whatnot. And it's actually pretty deep in here. Like, let me see, let me grab a tablet. Like, this right here is a 7-inch tablet, so you can actually like fit down in there. And let's see if I can show y'all. There's actually kind of roomy in there. So say your keys, your wallet, a few snacks, some baits or whatnot, you can put right in there. So you see right there, it's coming straight back up. So to close it, push down and turn that little latch right here, boom, and that audible click, I love that. Like, you know it's locked down. So right here you have some more bungees. You can put whatever you want to right here. I'm not sure what I'm gonna put right there. Maybe my fishing license, or well, I'm gonna put that actually in the dry box. I really don't want to put right here, but you have that just in case. I actually like that they put that there. So this is how you lock the PDL in place. So once again, to unlock it, boom, and to lock it, you hear that click, and that final click right there, that loudest click, lets you know it's in place. And plus, you see that full circle right there once again. All right, coming to the midsection. So you have your EVA floor pads, floor mats. These things are really nice to stand up on, and this is actually another addition they made, because this was actually the Ocean Kayak Malibu PDL, and Old Town took it over. So the Ocean Kayak didn't have this floor mat right here, but Old Town took it over, put these floor mats in here. Love it. So floor mats, you know, not gonna fatigue when you stand up and casting or whatnot. And some people actually complain about, like, well, the Salty PDL isn't as stable as the Sportsman's PDL. Yeah, you're right. The Sportsman's PDL is actually supposed to be rock solid. I have not had my hands on that boat for the 2020 or 2021 model yet, but I've heard it's rock solid and it's gonna be hard pressed to flip it. But this right here, it does have a little bit more rocking motion to it when you're standing up, but it is still stable. Trust me on that. So, like I said, this floor mats help you stand up on it, get a good balance, get a good place. Love that from Old Town. You have your 18-inch accessory gear tracks right here on both sides. So you won't mount anything, say like a rail blazer, camera broomstick to catch your, you know, you catch some fish or whatnot. Your fish finder right here. Anything pretty much you want to put up here. You can put a drink holder right here. But I mean, we're gonna show you why it's not necessary to have a drink holder up here. It's on the other side. So, oh yeah, and let me show you how easy it is to actually bring this PDL drive up. So, unlock it, and you know, it's a spring right here. watch this. Okay, got a grab handle, grab it kind of firm, pull up, and right there, locks in place. So boom, pretty much out the way. That's a prop right there. Now to put it back down. Now of course it's actually gonna be a whole lot smoother when you're actually gonna be, you know, in the kayak. Here you go. So all you do, matter of fact, let's go and get in the kayak so we can, so I can show you. There we go. So sit down and pull up, put down. That's it. Gonna keep it down. Whoop. All right, let's keep it going. So you have this awesome mesh seat. So say any waves come up on you, you get wet, you're getting downpour by rain or whatever. You have a big fish in your lap and it's just soaking wet and just coming through. Like it's not gonna soak the seat up because it has a nice mesh lining all the way through. And don't think this is anywhere near like uncomfortable. This is very comfortable. It gives some, not a whole bunch, but I mean it gives where it gives you a nice comfortable seat. So under here, oh, what we got here? All right, we actually got a tackle box. This comes with every Old Town Sportsman kayak. So I love that from Old Town. Like, you know, I don't think you have any other kayak company that gives you a tackle box to put whatever in there. But Old Town, appreciate y'all for that. But under here, you have a nice little, I'm gonna call it like a little junk drawer. You can put whatever you want to in here, say more tackle boxes or whatnot, and just throw it up in there. Say possibly a cell phone, if it's like waterproof and corrosion proof, which is, I mean, hard pressed to find a corrosion proof cell phone. So I say any snacks or any other tackle box you want to put up under here, you can just stash it up under there. That easy. All right, two more scuba holes right here for extra drainage. So it'll be sitting it, so you'll be just like feet just soaking in water. Now we come back to this part right here. This is the rudder control. All right. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and deploy that real quick. So you have the rudder right here. It's gonna be held down by this strap. So, boom. All right. You're gonna come around here, bank around. This is how you're gonna deploy the rudder. So, on the right side, you simply take the control, and it lifts up as such. Boom. It's going to make this straight like that right there. Now you paddle it and everything. You want to go left, boom, right, boom. Like, this thing is really easy to control. Just as such. Move the seat strap out the way real quick. Just see that. Really, like, you know, just like 2 fingers to do so. Alright, so it's right here, the tensioner knob. So one thing you want to make sure you do when you actually set your kayak up, make sure you install your tensioner knob first before you even install this knob. Okay, because if you don't, you're not going to get this knob down. Alright, so tensioner knob, what happens is, righty tighty, just like everything else in this kayak. Tighten it down. Boom. Not going anywhere. Now you're in straight motion. So this now is straight on. So say you just want to paddle straight. You don't have to even like mess with the knob anymore. You just set it to your desired position and you go. Alright. So Stick with the seat. You have, I don't know, this is nylon maybe? No, not nylon. That's like it's some type of fabric, but I mean it's more comfortable than the mesh right here. But you know, it gives you more comfortability right here at this bar. So you're not gonna be sitting down on this aluminum bar with your back, pretty much, sitting on this aluminum bar. All right. Nice little Old Town Sportsman's logo right here in the back. It does not have a bag back here. That's not a total deal breaker for me. Some people say it might be, but it's not a total deal breaker. All right, flip the seat up, and you can see the junk drawer is actually retained by back here, by this whole mesh in back here. So from the sides to the back, the only part is open is the front. So right here you have your seat straps. So when I flip the seat back down, you're gonna see you can actually put the straps over this bar and hold the seat in place, not going nowhere. You have this nice little dry hatch back here, right in the middle. You know, left to unlock it, right to lock it. So we're gonna unlock it. Boom. Bone dry here. All right, so pretty much you have some foam blocks right here for added rigidity. Am I saying that right? Basically, like to make the kayak more rigid, especially for the seat right here. So foam blocks right there, so you're not gonna be, you know, weighing down on the kayak. Old Town did good for that. Let's see, you can see inside of here. Not too much. Let's see if I can show you the inside. Well, pretty much this hole right here is almost mainly used for like rigging purposes. Say you're trying to run wires or run lights, whatnot, to the front or to the back of the kayak. This is what this mainly is used for. You can use it for like a for some dry storage, but what I recommend, just so you won't actually lose whatever you put in here, is like, say, getting something like a string to tie your bag up on, or after you stuff the bag in here, getting a string and hanging it outside of here, just so you'll be able to grab that string and pull that bag straight out. So I'm gonna close that up. I love that everything is just so easy to open up and close up in this kayak. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna flip the seat back down so we can show you how these retaining straps right here go over the seat. So boom, unclip those. Put those over the seat bar. See if I can get it one hand. There we go. All right, now we are going to loosen this up and loosen this one up. All right, boom. Now, seat's not going nowhere. Staying put. Okay. So right here you have your front facing rod holder and your paddle clip. You actually have 3 rod holders, okay? And one thing nobody really mentions right here, you have a rod holder retainer right here where you can actually attach like a leash to your rod. That is awesome. I love that, because this kayak is meant for salt water, and say your big waves coming up or something like that, or you happen to flip over on the kayak, which is going to be really hard pressed to flip this kayak. I mean, this kayak is stable despite it having a lot of rocker to the sides of it. We're going to get to the rocker side later on, but like, you're able to attach your rods to a leash, then attach your leash to the kayak. That's awesome. Love it. But let's see. You can kind of see how deep that hole is right here. We're gonna see how actually deep it is. Gonna get some measuring out. Get this tape measure out. Let's see. The rod holder is exactly 10 inches deep. So from the rear seat, from the bottom of the rear seat to the bottom of the rod can be 10 inches, where it will sit flushly down in here. And that should be all the rod holders. Let's see. Yep, I guarantee 10 inches. 10 inches. So all of the rod holders are 10 inches deep. So just make sure that's, if you have a rod that's actually longer than 10 inches, the end of it is longer than 10 inches, you know, you have to get a rod holder extender. But other than that, like, that's good. So that right there is used, the front facing rod holder is used for like landing fish, or say you're actually going to be rigging up some extra bait or whatnot. So show you that real quick. So boom. All right, get your rod, sit down in your chair. Now you're able to say either land a fish, you know, because we all catch huge fish like this right here, like that's a mondo. So nah, but you got your bait right here, and you'll be rigging it up. It's way easier to get it right here when you're sitting down. Like, as far as I know, this is one of the only companies that does it. If I'm not mistaken, some other companies might do it now because they've seen Old Town do it, but I want to say Old Town was the first ones to do it. So boom, either landing fish or rigging up some more baits, lures or whatnot, easy. I'm just going to put these sharp hooks back up in there, and then your rear facing rod holder. So boom, there it is right there. Now it's back sitting up in there, and that's how it looks when it's actually, like, you know, it's kind of canted out a little bit. I love that you can still troll with it while you're fishing or pedaling. Not paddling, pedaling. You can paddle too though. Speaking of paddle, this is the paddle clip. So boom, it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, stick a paddle in there, and when you actually get your kayak in, the paddle retaining clip is actually going to be like off of the kayak. You have to install that. Now what I did was actually put the retainer right here, this rubber, this thing is thick, like thick, but I actually installed it from the bottom so you can simply pull it up. So it's easier when you're actually in the kayak, but this is how you do it. Put up, and boom, and now the paddle's not going nowhere. All right, so continuing on, you have your side grab handles. So say you and a buddy are carrying the kayak, or I mean, I've actually been able to carry the kayak by myself, just put it over my head and, you know, grab both side handles. You have your Old Town logo right here on the handle once again, and just like the front handle, you can put your whole hand up in here, not a problem, and it is very rigid and sturdy. Of course, you have the Old Town Sportsman logo right here. Very nice, very stylish, love it. And let's see, you have your huge tank wheel in the back. Like, this thing is massive, like oh my gosh, I can't even see how big it is for y'all. Now I'm gonna show you real quick. So from side to side, we have roughly about, I'm gonna say about 21.5 inches from side to side. Front to back, grab this real quick. about 28 inches, 28 and a half inches. Okay, so this thing is huge. This thing is massive. This is actually the biggest tank well I have ever had. Like, you can put your Inger cooler in here. You can put say a Flambeau tough crate back here and just go. You have two more scupper holes back here, of course, more drainage. Or you can put now the Ocean Kayak Malibu was actually meant for, like, say, small children be back here, and instead of these rod holders, they actually had drink holders back here, which is kind of cool. But you know, we're a fishing company and everything, so got those. Of course, I'm gonna still have say my little cousins or whatnot, my god nieces, god nephews in the back of here, because you know it's way more fun when family's involved in fishing. So you have your side mounted, it's kind of like off canted to the side grab handle back here. Say maybe if you're like trying to position the kayak when you're on land or whatnot, pretty much easy to grab it here. You just boom. And say you're coming in from the surf or coming back out, I don't know, we're gonna see what we can use this for right here. One thing that some people don't mention on the rudder, so I'm gonna flip this up right quick and lock the rudder back down. Some people don't mention on the rudder, you have a grab handle back here too, but make sure you actually have it strapped down. All right, that's the key thing. And this grab handle, same thing right here. If you don't want to grab this one right here, you can simply put the rudder back in here and grab it up. One thing to make sure you do though is kind of put your fingers towards the back a little bit, just so you can put it up here and pulling more so on that bungee. You don't want to wear that bungee down prematurely, but these bungees do seem very sturdy and premium. All right, so keep on coming back here. This is your rudder back here, piece of explanatory. They got a nice lockdown, metal bracket back here. Oh yeah, okay. So you have a replaceable skid plate, like almost like a kill guard, but it's a skid plate back here. So you can always replace this from Old Town. Just call customer service or get in touch with them, and you know they'll be replaced for you. Easy. All right. So same thing on the other side too. You have the Salty PDL 120 logo on both sides. We already touched base on the rudder deployment. Another grab handle on the side right here. Old Town Sportsman logo right here. Sexy. Same thing. The 18-inch gear track. Now let's go ahead and show you how pretty much oh yeah, one thing I did forget to show you right here. So put the seat back. You have this like little storage area back here. I'm not gonna sure what I'll be using for. I could put some extra baits back here, but you know, you have some drainage back here where it's like a little cutout right here. I'll show you. It's like a little cutout right here. You know, water gets on top. Basically what's gonna happen is it's not gonna all fill up back here. So nice little storage area for say other baits, because now this kayak doesn't have the pouch back here, so it has this right here. I think that might have been a replacement, not too sure. All right, let's see back. This is important. Cup holder, cup holder, cup holder, cup holder. I don't know how many times I've seen kayaks without cup holders, and one thing I love about this right here, it has a drain port right here. Love that. Like, I don't have a bottle on me, but I mean you can fit a regular 16.8 fluid ounce bottle right here easily, and waves come from under it on the actual cup holder, or the bottle's like, you know, cold and it's sweating and constantly gets up in here. Guess what? It's drained out of here, come from the deck part and go on that scupper hose. Key. Love it. Awesome. All right, it is very easy to actually move the seat back and forth. We're gonna go ahead and like get back on the kayak again so we can show you. Okay, so show you how easy it is to move the seat back and forth. Boom. And we can show you how easy it is to actually pedal too. So put the straps up just a little bit, be more in upright position. Boom. This is like my nice pedaling, I guess, you know. I like a little bend to the knee just a little bit. I don't want my knees to be completely extended out. Just a little bend to the knee, so if I'm pedaling my toes, or you can see right here now. Well, first thing you want to do, say you're taller, okay? And by the way, I've heard about people being like 4'11" and being able to go all the way up to this first hole, and being able to reach the pedals comfortably. And then people who are like 6'5" and go down to the last hole and still pedal comfortably. So that's awesome. So here you go. Basically, you have the nice Old Town logo right here, and you just, like it says, pull to release. Pull both sides, and just screw them back. As such, locks in. Love it. Then to unlock it, pull again. Just pull up. It locks in. Simple as that. Easy. Alright, let's go get down from here. Alright, and that is the side profile right here. It's kind of shaped like a banana in a way. Like you want to say a banana style boat, because it's meant for like the ocean, inshore fishing, and just anything that has like wave conditions. Even like some big lakes that have, you know, a lot of wakes on it, or even say rivers and everything that has a lot of current. This thing is fast, zippy, and just fun to be on. And guarantee come this spring, it's gonna be a total fish catching machine. But you see this nice, we're gonna flip the kayak over too when we get everything unrigged off of it. But you have this nice big keel right there, and then a channel right here to keep you extra stable. Another channel right there to keep you stable. So, matter of fact, let's go ahead and flip this kayak over. Well, first I'm gonna give you a look at this PDL drive when it's actually, like, you know, going. So let's see if we can get that shot for you. Boom, right there. Alright, so this, going forward and reverse. Instant reverse. You don't need to pull no strings, you don't need to turn no knobs. You just gotta simply pedal backwards. That's it. You can stay anchored in like literally one position. And you see right here, it has a nice little, I want to say it's like, almost like a weed guard, but it's gonna protect the pedal pretty much. Like say you come on to any kind of obstruction, you're not gonna hit the pedal first. You're gonna hit this. This is hard plastic, rigid. Alright, back to this. Let's go ahead and unrig everything so we can flip this over and get you a total view of the bottom of the kayak so you can see everything on the bottom. Alright, let's go. You can see how easy it is to take everything off too. Everything's pretty self-explanatory. It's just that simple to get it down to the bare kayak hole again. That's how easy it is to unrig everything. That is simple. Like, that is so simple. I love that. All right, going to flip this over. Boom. Alright, so this is the bottom of the kayak. You can tell I had it in the water already. I want to test it out. So, you know, to make sure it floats and everything. So this is the skid plate right here. I mean, you see, you can obviously replace it. Just hit up Old Town and pretty sure they get you another one out there. So you have this nice, huge middle keel right here. Like, that's gonna help you cut through the water. Like, great. Ooh, what is this? This is actually the universal transducer mount. So you have anything right here, and we're gonna go ahead and measure that so you can see where it actually, the length is. So from the actual transducer mount to, say, right here when it stops at right here, you have about 12 inches, but really I'm gonna say about 10 inches right there. I want to say this might be another replaceable skid plate right here, just to protect the transducer mount. I definitely want to say it right there. You have your big, huge bulbous keel right here, so you can cut through the water. You can just see all that right there. There is the profile of the bottom of the kayak. Those big two huge channels right there give you extra stability. Now this side right here, I mean actually both sides, like both sides right here, this is actually a nice rocker shape. So basically what's going to happen is waves will come up on you, it's not going to tip you over. This is going to help you. This is your secondary stability part right here. All right, and this literally, I think I went over everything from the Old Town Sportsman Salty PDL 120. Oh yeah, the kayak weighs 85 pounds and the PDL drive weighs 19 pounds. So separately, not that heavy at all. Easy for you to pick up and go. This is actually a kayak meant to just grab and go. It's not like the other ones on the Sportsman's lineup. The other ones on the Sportsman lineup are really great, but say you're in a time crunch or whatnot, and you just want to get on the water real quickly. And this kayak makes it for that. Like, you can grab it, put it on your car top, put it on your truck rack, put it, shove it in the back of your truck bed, and just go. Like, this thing is fast, zippy, it's fairly lightweight, 85 pounds. Put a cart on it, like a Red Blazer C-Tug cart. You can easily tow it around. It's awesome. I love it. This is gonna be the main kayak I fish out of from Old Town. Like, it's because it's so nimble, it's so light. I have no complaints on it right now. All the open deck space makes it easy for rigging, and this is by far the best kayak I've had to date. And I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This makes it number 6 now. So yeah. And that is the Salty PDL 120, Old Town Sportsman Salty PDL 120. This kayak is definitely gonna be fun for me. Like, it's gonna take me a whole lot of new places, and places I never even thought about going to. Just because now I'm pedaling instead of paddling. Let's be honest, our legs are way stronger than our arms. We use our legs almost every day. So when you get on the water test, the on the water test is gonna be fun. I want to do a flip test too, the stability flip test, but it is kind of cold right now. But we're gonna end up doing that later on in the future. All right. So hey.